Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while since I've recorded a game. I've just been busy with a bunch of stuff and haven't been playing too much lately, but I decided to go back through some of my old archive games for some particular gems that I wrote down when I played them. So there'll be a series of games coming up, and at the end of this series is a special treat, which I hope to actually start a long trend of games to just attract some different people to the channel, as well as to appeal to some people who are not so much fans of most of the games that I post for different reasons. Anyway, this game is up against Dots. This is game 2 of a series that he and I played back around the 6th of June, actually. It goes back that far. And he is playing the dreaded Maelstrom Wanderer. I am playing Edric, one of the best counters to this deck by far, just because you're generally able to put so much pressure on them early to, while they're busy mana ramping out all their junk, intending to cast their commander by turn 4 or turn 5, you tend to build up a big board position, and you can stop either the general or what it puts into play. And it's such a random swingy general anyway. A lot of the time it just cascades into garbage, and you just steal the Maelstrom Wanderer or bounce it back to their hand or something, and they're kind of screwed. Anyway, this is my opening draw. Total garbage. Completely unkeepable. So I'm going to go to this new hand, which is very interesting, actually. It's got 2 sources of mana, the Hatchling to disrupt early as well as Leak. Even has Nature's Claim against the lucky Soul Ring or Mana Crypt, and a Regrowth to double up on any of those effects. So I'm very, very happy to get this hand. Just missing one land really to really be a stellar hand, but I expect to get one within the next few turns. And he is keeping his hand, and on top is a Garruk, which I have no use for right now, so I'm going to put that on the bottom. Edric wants to be seen. Alright, cool. And I'm going first too. Play the Command Tower. And no reason to play Strip Mine first, of course. Temple of Abandon. Alright. Reclamation Sage. Wow. Perfect card against Maelstrom Wanderer. It's just one of those decks that tends to have some critical mass of usually 12 to 14 2 mana and often 3 mana artifact accelerators, as well as the green ones too. So drawing all this early disruption against that, along with the Strip Mine, is going to make the game really tough for him. This game's actually kind of just a clinic on how you go about dismantling Maelstrom Wanderer when you play against it. So I'm playing the Spiketail here, of course. And whether or not I'd use the Spiketail to counter something like a Nature's Lore or a similar Rampant Growth type thing into the north, whatever, is a little tough to say. But I think I would probably keep the Hatchling out to counter something a little bit more impactful. Plus, I want to have the ability to draw cards right away if I do, in fact, draw another land that allows me to cast Edric. Sky Diamond. So I could counter that, but of course there's no reason to, as I've got the claim. Alright, so I drew a forest, and I think for a while here about playing the forest and attacking with Edric, or attacking with a Spiketail to draw a card right away, which isn't a bad play at all. It does leave me tapped out, and if he gets a 4th mana source and plays another 3 mana card like Cultivate or Kodama's Reach or something, he could get him so far ahead that a lot of this disruption loses effectiveness. So I decided that even though I really kind of want to play the Edric right away, I think I'd rather just cripple his mana. Having the Regrowth here is super nice because it allows me to double up on the Strip Mine, or at least get it as a secondary mana source. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to Strip Mine his red-green land and claim away the diamond. Just try to break his back right now. And if I don't draw a land next turn, I can regrow the Strip Mine and kill another land, or I can just sit on the Mana Leak and the turn later play the Edric. So I'm just going to constrain his mana to keep those 3 mana, those powerful 3 mana ramp spells out of play. Plays an island, and he's got a Gruul Signet. All right, well, we've got more stuff potentially. Let's see what we get. Ultimate top deck right there, a Hinterland Harbor to continue the soul crushing. It's 3 mana sources in the graveyard already. This guy's probably furious. He's going to get a whole lot more furious by the time this game's over. Alright, 3 mana. Cultivate. Yep, exactly. Probably had this in that turn before, so I think that Strip Mine play was probably ideal. The Strip Mine claim play kept him off of the ability to do that. So, of course, I'm going to counterspell that now that I've got a good attacker. He's still stuck at 3. In drawing that, I realized this is the moment to cast Edric. I could regrow the Strip Mine and strip away the Cinderglade probably, or maybe kill his blue mana. But I probably would kill the Cinderglade. But that's too much of a gamble in my opinion. If he if he draws another 3-mana spell or like a Coalition Relic or something, he can still dig his way out of this. So I need to put some extra pressure on. I think it's okay to give him the turn 4 now that I've got Mana Leak and Regrowth and some momentum. I'm just going to attack here. That's right, and I drew the Boreal Druid off the Reclamation Sage to go with that forest, which is just perfect too. 3 mana, he plays Fellwar Stone and Bloodstained Mire. So he's still, despite the fact that I've killed, well, effectively 5 mana sources this game, he's still at 5. But now he's really far behind because I've just been playing the tempo game the whole time. City Brass. Just going to send in the team here. If I draw one more hard counter, this game is 100% done. Alright, first card, Phantasmal Image. Deranged Hermit and Sower. Alright, well, I've got a great image target in play. Increase the pain. Kill off his Fellwar Stone. God, it's so brutal, this game. I'll play the City of Brass and just be done sitting on Mana Leak. And he top decks Temporal Mastery and pays the Miracle cost on it. Normally I would never ever counterspell this, but I have so much momentum here right now as well as the Regrowth. I just don't see him finding his way out of this if I get one more turn, because normally you don't care about him cantripping, but because of the fact that each turn of his gives him potential outs, possibly something uncounterable, like the Volcanic Fallout, which I've seen in plenty of Maelstrom Wanderer decks, I don't want to give him the opportunity to draw any more cards at all, especially when I'm so close to just finishing off the game. So I'm going to leak this. And with that, he scoops it up. Likely furious about my draw, especially after the beating that I gave him in the game before, where I had a Garruk and a Tezzeret the Seeker and a Winnow Orb and about 5 creatures in play by turn 4, I think, right when he tapped out on turn 4. So all in all, very, very nice little clinic on how to go about dismantling Maelstrom Wanderer, which is a dangerous deck, probably more effective in multiplayer. You certainly could not play this hyper containment tempo strategy against multiple opponents in multiplayer, but it sure works well against one guy. Hope you enjoyed that game, and I've got a bunch more to come. See you soon.